Hi everybody, it's Dave Dunbar from General Pipe Cleaners. We're here at the WWETT Show 2023. You know, a question comes up a lot about jetters. It says, when should I use a jetter? And why should I use a jetter? Well, a jetter basically is a power washer which was adapted to use inside a drain. And it looks like this. You can see the high pressure stream of water actually scouring the inside of the pipe. What this is perfect for is a soft stoppage, grease, sludge, sand, even ice. It will do a better job than a snake style machine. So let's say this machine, for example, was designed to do kitchen sinks. We find that 50 to 75% of the grease that's coming up today's world is within about 10 or 15 feet of a kitchen sink down the drain. People pour things down the drain, it coagulates, and it forms a clog or a stoppage. So if you go down with a snake style machine, poke a hole in it, it will open up. But then in a few days or sometimes later that day, it'll heal. And that's the terminology we use. It actually re-heals. So you end up being out there again, trying to poke it open with a snake style machine. Whereas if you go through with a jetter, go through with a high pressure water cleaner, and it scours the inside of the pipe so that afterwards it looks like a new pipe. If you would go down that sink drain or something with a small camera, it would look like a new pipe, like it had just been put in. So it's the right tool for the job when it comes to grease. So we have these that can be worked inside. This basically works within a 15 amp breaker. You can use this, put it right next to a kitchen sink, hook it up underneath the water, the water supply underneath the sink, take the trap and the disposal off or whatever else, and you can be done before you'd be setting up with any other type of equipment. It weighs 24 pounds. We sometimes say small is the next big thing in jetters because there's so much use for this in terms of its portability. We also have other electric machines. This will also work within a 15 amp breaker, a little bit bigger. It'll do the same kind of work as this. It has a reel on here with 150 foot of 1/4 inch hose. It can do 2 to 4 inch lines. Again, designed for indoors, okay? Work within a 15 amp breaker. A good situation for this would be an industrial or a supermarket or a restaurant that had a longer pipe that would need something 2 to 4 inch that you could go more than, let's say, 30 feet, which would be typically the maximum you'd go on this. Because again, for kitchen sinks, usually it's 10 or 15 feet, that's it. But this will go 150 feet in a 2 to 4 inch line. Again, both these will work inside. This is a gasoline powered. It's essentially the equivalent of a 13 horsepower motor, even though we don't sort of do them that way anymore. 4 gallon a minute flow, 3,000 PSI. Now this will do a lateral very well, 4 inch line going from a house or a building out to the main drain. And it will again take sludge, grease, sand, any soft stoppage and remove it. Now sludge is one of the main things that people are dealing with right now. And again, because of low volume flush toilets, and other factors in the environment, including our diet, sludge and grease is a main issue that drain cleaners and plumbers are dealing with on a daily basis. This will do a main drain or a lateral going out to the street and do a great job. So jetters, the right tool for the job when it comes to grease or soft stoppages. They'll actually make it look like a new pipe when you're done. If you come and camera it afterwards, it looks perfectly new. Go through with a snake, you poke a hole in it, but it doesn't actually solve the problem. So jetters is a place for this one. You have soft stoppages. Any other information you need, you can call 800-245-6200, ask for the Drain Brains, or go to our website, drainbrain.com. Thanks a lot. General Pipe Cleaners, toughest tools down the line.